Hi guys, War here, and today I'm going to take a look at Ascalonian Catacombs, a 5-man instance for level 30 and up in Guild Wars 2. I will explain how this instance works and show you the bosses along with their tactics. Right off the bat I will tell you that if you get in this instance with a standard MMO mindset, you will have a very hard time. There are no tanks and healers specifically assigned. You'll have to get through the instance by dodging attacks and using self-heals. For example, we started with me being in the water attunement to do some off healing, but it turned out the healing was very low and had long cooldowns, so I went for the fire attunement again to have more DPS. The rest would have to try to dodge the attacks and heal themselves, which wasn't always effective. Also, there are no tanks, so being prepared to have aggro from your enemies is essential, as well as responding to that by rolling away or crowd controlling them. Going on to the first mini-boss, Guardian Napa, whom is triggered by opening the graves in the first room. He is in one of them and will be random each time. Napa has an AoE knockback attack, nothing more. He doesn't deal a lot of damage as long as you dodge his melee attacks. Guardian Napa is a really easy boss. You should have no problem defeating him. The second interesting encounter isn't really a boss, just a stronger mob. Although we had some problems defeating him. There are traps that constantly spawn around the room. We thought this was supposed to be in the fight with us dodging them. After a little while we figured out that we had to pull the chains above him in order to stop the traps from spawning. The Ascalonian Captain is very easy on his own, just having a knockdown. The second real boss encounter is Master Ranger Nente. He stands on a pillar in the distance that is accessible using a wooden beam. From this pillar he deals ranged attacks, and every so often he will deal an AoE ranged attack that deals tons of damage. It's best to avoid them. At 75% health he will come down to find a melee range. While he is down he spawns an illusion called Fang. It's best to nuke Fang down and then return your focus to Nente until he is at 50%, then he will return to the pillar. Then again, at 25% he will come down again, spawning another illusion, this time called Shadow. Nente will stay down and fight in melee range until he is defeated. Overall, this fight wasn't too hard, but had a little bit of challenges and unexpected events. The third boss fight was the most challenging for us. In this case we have two bosses. The first one is called Relena and the second one is called Vassar. The first thing you have to know is that you have to drag them away from each other, because if they stand too close to one another, they will be stronger. Relena casts lightning bolts that deal a lot of damage. These aren't hard to dodge, however. She also spawns lightning storms, and these can come unexpected and make a fatal blow. On the other hand we have Vassar. He spawns little illusion, and these illusions deal a lot of damage, but are squishy at the same time. It's best to nuke them down as fast as possible, because if you leave them unattended they will get your party down very quickly. In this fight you can nuke down one and get to the other one later. They don't have to be killed at the same time. After a lot of respawning and running back, we finally got them down. This fight was very hard for us. Then, as the fourth boss, we have Kasha. She stands in the middle and randomly focuses a person, throwing down AoE pools, fearing and spawning minions that you have to take care of. At 75% and 25% she will start to channel bone minions. While this is happening you should focus one of the minions and nuke it down as quickly as possible. This will stop the channeling of the rest of the minions as well. After all, this fight wasn't hard at all, and you should be able to figure out very quickly. As the last boss we have King Adelburn, whom is a melee fighter. He will randomly spawn big pools of fire, and these pools deal a lot of damage and spawn rather quickly. It's best to dodge roll out of them as soon as you see the circle under you. He also pulls everyone near him. This can be very dangerous in combination with the fire. But in the end, this fight wasn't that hard at all, but had some challenges. And that wraps up the Ascalonian Catacombs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up as it does make the channel grow. Also, place a comment down below and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Thanks again for watching and see you guys next time.